Good afternoon, gamers! Legion, I am here to represent you today. We will fight for your justice in the courts of law! Ace Attorney Trilogy, let's see how this goes. There we go. Unfortunately, there's not much more I can do about the sound, so hopefully it's all coming through good. I have it turned down completely. Everything's on one. Dude, that are muted. Alright, here we go. Yeah, unfortunately with Delio, there's not much more I can do except for muting the music and everything. Let me see if I move the mic in just a little bit closer. How's that? Oh, really? Alright. How's that? Much better. Alright. Perfect. Hey, Box. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Yes. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. Oh, shit, wrong voice. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. Nice lady, thanks. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe him my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry! Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Yeah, her outfit's definitely not the court dress code. Nick, you gotta help me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Okay, note to all attorneys, do not allow your client to have unbridled meltdowns right before the courtroom. Yeah? Excuse me. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Jesus Christ. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. Reminds me of the goat. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Okay, what voice should I give Santa Claus here? Deep and godly. I don't know if I can do Morgan Freeman. Right. Court is now in session. The trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Oh, God. All right. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I am a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. My hand's shaking. Eyesight's fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry's Butts, Your Honor. Larry Butts. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me the victim's name. Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report over to cover it so many times. It's... oh, wait. Uh-oh. Ah! No! No way, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, you are absolutely sure you're up to this. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot, temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the key to check it done. Tutorials baked in. Alright. Alright, yummy. Not that button. Cindy Stowe, victim's case, model lived in an apartment by herself. Remember to check it off. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Oh, correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck by a blunt object. Correct. Excuse me, guys. I'm still suffering from a bit of a cold here. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Who would you like to voice, Delilah? Let me set it up to where I can stream directly to you so you're not on delay. Hello?
Hello.
My voice acting that terrible?
No, I just wanted to help you. There's so many voices to do, and I've done multi-voice VAs before. It helps to have an extra throat.
Alright. I put the game up on the screen share. That way you can keep it in real time.
Works for me.
Alright. Back to it. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Well then. First a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
I'll be the prosecutor.
Oh. Alright.
Oh, you want to do it? You do a hilarious voice for him.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright just told us the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this, a statue with a thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see, the court accepts it as evidence. Evidence, statue of the thinker.
Fox is right. I'm totally getting the, actually.
That's what I was going for. I'm not even a trained voice actor, folks. The statue in the shape of the thinker is rather heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the tab to check the court record frequently.
Why am I hearing judgment of corruption every time he does that? Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief? Oh, that's you. Sorry.
Chief? What do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready.
This VOD is so going up on YouTube.
Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
You want me to take over, Larry?
Sure. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. Wasn't to you, anyway.
Mr. Butts, what would you describe as generally being what we mean by dumped? In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. I was one of them.
You bastard!
She had just returned from overseas. One of them, with one of them the day before the murder. We had great fun in Cancun.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. What? She left me in Cancun and went to Paris? That bitch! Passport had a court record. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Thank you, Exposition Fairy. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. That's why she dates a prosecutor. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Of which you are one. Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Stop from answering. My client had no idea if the victim was seeing other men. The question is relevant to the case.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this!
Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Cool.
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't.
Oh, he went. What do I do? What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I'll send him the signal. Tell the truth.
Yeah. I was there. I went.
Order! Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her.
Right? Excuse me. Damn.
This guy is tripping so many balls.
Yeah, he is.
Go ahead, I said it.
Attention! See, I was right! The voice was right! Your Honor, the defendant is lying! Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies the matter. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Excuse me, everybody. Damn. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order. Order in the court. I'll have a double whopper.
Extra fries.
And ketchup. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call us witnesses. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, an eyewitness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit. Really? Take a stand.
No one ever said this game was clever. Oh God.
You can have that one, Delilah.
Come on, prosecutor.
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness account.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked into the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone.
Fox says, why would he go?
I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Check something here. Oh, there's an issue. Time of death between 4 and 5 p.m. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Initially, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during blackouts? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Solid used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout, as for your per usual. Blackout. Electricity was out between noon and 6 p.m. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Oh. Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right?
Right.
Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record with tab, then point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Alright, so time of death. Got the thinker, passport, and the phone record. Cross-examination. Witness's account.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working.
Got nothing yet.
Well, how could he see her if it was blacked out?
Alright.
I went to a nearby park and found a public phone.
Alright, and E number 2. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction at statement. They. Ah, shit. Wrong answer.
Sorry.
Just right, please take the facts over before making accusations. Ooh, that was a point loss.
Yeah.
I don't think that won any points with the judge. Alright.
I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
Now I got him on this one.
Yep.
And E. Objection! You sure you found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death is sometime after 4 p.m. Which means no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that.
Objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. If only the real criminal justice system was this easy.
Right?
Wait! I remember now!
Would you care to give your testimony again? Witness testimony. Time of discovery. Hey guys, I'm gonna need just a few minutes and I will be right back.
Alright. I agree with you, Vox. This guy is like doing the potty dance. He's so excited about this. I think the judge needs to say, Mr. Prosecutor, could you stop your your witness from doing the grind there in the seat?
No, I can't. He seems to have ants in his boxers.
Objection. How do you know he's wearing boxers?
It's a complicated relationship I have with my clients.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
Objection! Wasn't the power out?
Yep. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. There's two things you could bust him for on that. And that's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a verse saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine them. The judge knows. The judge knows what's going on here.
Yep. Right. You know what to do.
I've got this. Mr. Solid, would you please stop shaking your shoulders so seductively at me?
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Nail him.
Fox, why is it so... Fox, why is he so happy about this?
Yeah, I said
That's him. Blackout.
Objection!
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. I hear this game has some of the best freakouts in gaming, by the way.
Oh, it does.
Oh, you played it before?
I played a little bit of them.
Alright. You couldn't have heard the television or a video.
Gah!
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Solid. The court would prefer an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. that, and you seem rather distraught.
Ah. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony one more, please. Witness testimony hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
Did he now?
That must have been what I saw.
You
saw
saw
a
a clock.
Okay.
I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Get him.
It was a figure.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are?
I am the Ace Attorney. I am the storm that is approaching. Just answer the question, Mr. Solid.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Am I stupid, or table clocks also powered by cords and not batteries?
I think
No,
maybe
you're
one
right,
of those
Bob.
heavy. They might have been a wind-up clock.
Oh, right. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time on that. As if it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears from the witness testimony that's correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes,
Yes.
Your Honor. There is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known that the weapon was a clock was to hold it in his hand. And yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You are lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and then the shock of the blow triggered the clock. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite the impression on you. Understandable since the murder weapon spoke, or that. Understandable since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the witness. That voice was burned in your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is an adjective used to describe things. This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the victim's face! Would that the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with a clock?
I That day, I never! Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, Gah!
Really?
Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death!
Order! Order in the court! Where's that pizza?
Box.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the block. Do you have any evidence? Before cases right on this, I better think this through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Solid heard was definitely this block. The fact which is clear, you can simply examine the clocks better, ask neighbors, try sounding the clock. Let's try sounding it. Let this sound of the clock now be here in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. White? Mr. Payne, could you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Solid heard and the actual time span.
So, oh, go ahead.
So, Mr. Solid, try to talk your way out of this one. I activate my trap card.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
Right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you have lack of critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. Which means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. Oh, did I mess up?
Come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
I'm almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Oh.
Not so fast, Mr. Solid.
Mia, Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
The Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box.
So I should ask Box. Box, what should we do?
Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof.
The batteries.
Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. have you found the evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim without a doubt.
Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pulled this one off!
See the evidence that proves the clock was running slow.
Her passport. She was in Paris.
Oh, right.
So the clock, the thinker, is in the Louvre. Or in one of the museums in Paris or Rome, so...
Yeah. Payne needs to say... Payne's the lawyer, Fox. Let's present it.
Take that!
Say that! The victim had just returned home from abroad before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard he struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
You killed him.
Order! Order in the court! I want that Chinese food now! I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out different than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I am impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court find the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty!
Yeah.
And with that, this court is adjourned. I'm out, bitches! It turns out that Frank Solid was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
This day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Solid let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Solid grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 232, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Ooh, I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battle in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen a chief looking this happy. If she's glad, imagine how Larry must be.
Uh-oh. My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'm dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no, wait. I mean, bad, bad, bad! Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was... Nah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
This lad needs therapy. You're right, Mox. You really does.
Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Knew that joke was coming.
Christ.
Thanks. I really owe you one.
This dude has a major case of bipolar.
I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Treat?
No treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? Oh,
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
oh, that's sweet.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
That's still an uncomfortable gift.
Right? Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. All this time, she was playing the dummy card. I've been made a fool. Doesn't that just make me want to cry?
Larry.
Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him.
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The baker? Take that! Check this out, Larry. Pretty positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer.
Wait till you see my bill, buddy.
Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. What is this, a 90s after school special?
Right.
Right. Listen, learn, grow strong.
That reminds me of another saying I've heard recently.
Hear, feel, think. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me.
Ooga!
We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him?
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks.
Why, Chief, are you trying to,
Box!
Why, Chief, are you trying to seduce me?
Maybe.
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have credit." I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. That was fun. That was a
Yeah, it
good
was.
one. All right, guys. Unfortunately, due to my cold, I can't really do another episode right now. My voice is already starting to give out. But hey, we will definitely be continuing this series. Delilah, I hope you'll come back and voice act with me again.
Of course.
And Box, you got to see Phoenix Wright. What'd you think, brother?
He loves this game so much.
Right. If you have Game Pass on your computer, you can play it yourself for $9.99 a month. And that's how I'm playing it right now. Not sponsored. Microsoft. Come on. Give me a call. Please.
Right.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag, but we should be.
Right. Sorry, guys. 1 hour stream tonight. Unfortunately, I wish I could go longer, but I pushed as hard as I could, and we got through the first segment. And we'll find us someone to raid real quick and call it a night. It has been an absolute blast doing that, though. Delilah, I have an idea for our next time doing this.
Oh, yeah?
Let's get the DLC and have your model on screen also.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. All right, who is playing right now? Anybody we know?
I only see Mike.
Well, Mike's always fun to raid too.
Thank you for that resub. Thanks for the cash. I appreciate you. This is one of the reasons why you
So
want
we're
to
gonna
do as many
visit
of the
Mike
side
Bacon.
quests as possible while you're doing the main quest. Because
You guys don't know
it
Mike yet? He's a
changes
great
how
guy.
scenes
Give him
like
a
this play
follow,
out.
sub, whatever
All
you
of
can
these
do.
people, well, except for these randomers.
He plays Elder Scrolls. He's an older guy
I'd
like
to
me,
know who
and
you are.
just
Well,
awesome
hello
person.
there. What are you doing later?
Stay off
But
the
with
lawn.
Randomers, I don't know, but every one of these, the rest of them, I helped in side quests. She's got him. She put him in a wheelbarrow. Oh, that's epic. That's epic.
There we go.
All right. Anyway, continuing on. Rehansu talking to Ginormous, there are certain activities that you are guaranteed to get a class scrap out from per day.
All right,
That's
thanks
what
for
I'm
joining
trying
me
to
tonight,
figure
guys.
out. Are you saying you can get class script scraps from the IC data to the zero data? Yeah, that's what he's saying. But there's a
That would
chance
great
at that
love.
point. It's not
Thank you.
guaranteed. Celestial Alba says the only overly grinding MMORPG I